time. Starting off on that bad side. Toronto on the other side looking to hold those spawns with their ARs. But, you know, 2 players for Toronto, for Florida in that hill. Mojo trying to wallbang that side of the map, that presidential area. Lights gets taken down by Zav Baby, and it's hill time for the Toronto Falters with Mojo left in the hill.
Yeah, the flank comes through, but that's a nice little kill from Mojo there to keep the contestant alive. And honestly, at this point early in the game, contests benefit everybody. And Mojo, he found a nice second. Is he going to find a third? We have to see it. Both players, I think, ran out of ammo there, but the trades are there. So Florida, they get a nice early lead to start us off, but they are going to continue to spawn out in Deathbat. Looking on at this flank, trying to break onto this time, get some of this points towards his team, and with a 3-wipe, that'll do exactly that. And Toronto, with 15 seconds left, they managed to hold on to the spawns as well. So they're looking good going into this P2.
Yeah, Toronto Falters 2 times in a row, sending 1 player on that A side of the map to, you know, flank that plain side. This time it was Deathbat. Last time it was a sub player. Deathbat gets sniffed out in that area, but Toronto, they have that P2. And they're holding it tight, but player 1 in the back of the map already. As Zav Baby gets taken down, he might spawn out, and he does on that graffiti side, so they know players are in the back now. They may not be so sure that Lights is so deep. He is the 1 player with ability to make some plays here, but he might get spotted. But he gets in that orange area. He's trying to pick up 2 here, but he just needs to play his life now while his team gets to him.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit corralled now. He peeks out. He's going to be able to find Deathbat. Is he going to be able to find the second kill? Not quite. He's going to get taken down. And Toronto doing a great job with this hold, already about halfway through it, and they are mounting a nice little lead here. Up 40 points, looking to go up 70. And with the 20 seconds left, Florida, you kind of just have to give up this point, be willing to brush it off and set up towards your P3, get set up in plane, under the plane, and on these street sides, and make sure that you're set up in order to regain those points here on this 3rd hill.
Yep, Toronto Falters off to a big lead right now off that P1 and P2 control, but Lights and company trying to get those kills. Vermont picks up 2, a trade out, but Florida in the hill, big 2-piece with the 74U for Zav Baby. Starts off at 4 and 2, but Lights getting in that hill. It's scrappy right now, but Deathbat and the Toronto Falters are holding this time. Vermont picks up another one in the hill. It's back and forth right now on the hill. This also scrappy P3, so nobody has control yet, but Toronto still holding this massive lead.
Yeah, they're doing such a great job of maintaining the control, and even though Florida get in for what seems like sparks of an idea, it doesn't end up paying out. Toronto doing such a great job of using their slaying power and their teamwork to shut down the pushes from Florida. So now we're heading towards this P4 rotation very, very soon. We need to see Florida kind of do something and mount this, but 3 go down for them again as Toronto's slaying potential just continues to grow. They're going to spawn towards this P2 side, and this push is going to have to come through, but the players from Toronto seem to be making the right reads. Florida, though, they find 2, but quickly get traded out. Mojo there with a nade, and split spawns come through, so now Florida have a clean wipe and are ready to set up for this P4.
Yep, that's 4 dead for the side of Florida Muteteers. So Vermont in this hill, trying to hold this time. They're all spawning up in that yellow area, and they got a nice pinch on this side of the map. Tachi AP picks up 1. Florida Muteteers trying to get those trades out, but no players from Toronto Falters looking to take some gunfights. They're taking their time. They just want this contest. Crayon picks up that big first blood on the fight into Lights, and Crayon and Ellis still just holding this corner. They know Vermont's in there. They double team slide it, and I love that. That was a huge team play out of Toronto Falters, completely coordinated, and it was a perfect play to get that break. And now Florida in the back of the map, looking scrambly, but Toronto Falters have the ability to fully scramble them if they can get into that graffiti side and flip those spawns. Vermont gets killed on the A street side. I'm not sure if I like that. Mojo comes in behind him, looking to get the trade, but that allows player 3 to spawn up in that orange side. Player 8, Z Ellis, he's on that flank, and Lights trying to hold it down, but Toronto Falters taking full control of this area. There's 1 player in hill, and they're going to get spawns because he just got killed.
And these are just flawless breaks that we're seeing right now from Toronto. They're clearing out the spawns. They're doing such a great job of getting the kills. Absolutely massive from the side of Toronto, just doing such a great job. You know, making sure that they keep up, doing what they need to. They're not even over-challenging. While they know they have the confidence to get these kills like Zealous does there with the 3-piece 2 from the nade, they know that they have the ability to get these kills, but if you watch them, they're not over-challenging Florida basically at all. They know when to play their lives, they know when to play for their trades, and they know when they need to ego chow. And that's realistically the whole entire reason why Toronto are pretty much putting Florida in a point club right now.
Yeah, I mean, look at the side of Toronto Falters. Every single one of their players positive. Look at the side of Florida Muteteers. Every single one of those players not at a 1.0 KD. So that's a bad look for them, and it's what's allowing Toronto Falters to take this 172 to 31 point lead on the Florida Muleteers on this oh so important map 1 checkmate. But Florida Muleteers are in this hill. They're getting contested though, and Zab Baby just sliding out, insta pre-fire at the top, and gets his trade with Deathbat. And Toronto Falters just break in the hill and take it like it's theirs. Vermont can't do anything to stop him. Zab Baby slides out, but it's just trades all over the place. Toronto Falters are just playing perfect right now.
Yeah, they're doing such a great job, as we've said multiple times. Not only are they just outslaying, their fundamentals are there comparatively to Florida. They know when to trade, they know when to push, and they're doing such just a fantastic job. I can't say it enough how well they are doing this. But Florida, wow, Zav is gonna be able to find that kill. That's absolutely incredible. And Toronto break right back on in. Florida, they are looking to kind of mount a rally here. We've seen some crazy comebacks, especially in the last series. But this one's a little bit harder. You're down over 150 points at this point in time in the game, looking for this P2 rotation. But Toronto, they're just dominant right now. They're not missing.
Deathbat looking to hold this side of the map. He feels the presence of the Florida Muleteers in the back of the map. There's two in that orange area. He's kind of stuck here, but he's still in the hill. Mojo picks him up. Mojo in that hill. It's 200 to 50 right now, so it's not in a good spot that you'd like him to be in, but Zealous in the back. Mojo's doing his best. Tachi AP gets that two-piece on the hill. That's huge for the team. Drayon just flying at the hill. Doesn't pick up any, and Toronto, you know, just trying to break here. You got player 5 pushing to the back. Not really concerted effort at this hill. I kind of think they're just flying at the hill right now. Zealous, you know, just trying to get some kills right now. Because, you know, they're very comfortable in this position of the map right now, and I would be too, Cedric, I won't lie.
To be honest, when you listen to people talk about teams getting outslayed, and that's an absolutely insane two-piece. When you outslaying is kind of a consequence of playing fundamentally correct. When your team is in better positions than the other team, of course they're going to kill the other team more. That's just naturally how the game plays. So when we talk about how Toronto are kind of outslaying Florida here, it's not just because they have better gun skill, even though that's incredible. I don't know how that kill's going through. Their gun skill is obviously there, but it's also a byproduct of the fact that they're playing together. Their trades are there. They're playing their lives better. And their positional and spawn awareness is just miles ahead on a checkmate hardpoint. And at this point in time, Toronto, they just look poised to take this map 1. This comeback would be absolutely insane if Florida managed to pull it off. But I think we're looking at a map 2 where Florida just have to brush this map off, you know, be fine with getting a 100-point club because it happens to all of us. And work towards that map 2 victory.
Yeah, can't lie. Florida Muleteers are showing signs of life in this second, rotation of things. You know, they've gotten 40 points, which is as many as they got in that first rotation of hills. I mean, Lights, you know, ending up at 15 and 21. Vermont, 18 and 22. You know, not looking too bad in the slaying column. You know, if they could just pick it up a little more, you know, this game could be a lot more close. And I mean, you know, it's not over yet. I mean, obviously, it's looking the way at Toronto Falters, the way Zab Baby is frying 26 and 16. He is the MVP, and a turn on Mojo just to, you know, ice on the cake because he knew we were talking about him. He needed to get that kill. So, you know, they're just doing it all for the team. Zab Baby picking up another one, still just frying. Zealous, you know, they're just flying at the hill. They're getting all the kills as they do it. Z Ellis picks up 2. Zab Baby picks up the scrap, and it's game over. 100-point club. Toronto Falters 250 to 91. Zab Baby porking on this competition right now.
Yeah, just brush it off for it. It's okay. Everybody gets a 100-point club. I've been there. It's nothing to worry about. There's worse things that can happen in a series of Call of Duty. I'm sure we've just seen that, but it's something you just have to brush away. You know, give it air to breathe. You know, regain, take a second, understand that. You know, so I'm really hoping that we will see kind of the Florida start to shine when they get a little bit more comfortable positionally and and their awareness. But Toronto, on the offensive to start it out, they're just going to fly towards this A zone, and they're getting flashed, stunned, naded, shot at. Here comes the nades. They're flying towards them. And all of Florida knows that they've kind of peppered them with Tachi in a great spot here. Not going to be able to win that gunfight, but the trade's not there either until now. Mojo gets one, but he's going to get traded out. And Zav Baby finding that two-piece is really just the opening. And to be honest, you just have to catch that trade just a little bit sooner.
Yeah, Zav Baby getting kills like that does not bode well for the Florida Muleteers. Lights sitting here in the 1v3. He's that island player. You can't blame him for being here last. You know, he's got to go up that Eskies area. Zav Baby on the bomb takes him out with ease, and Toronto Falters take that round 1 offense like it was you know, candy, just a little piece of candy that someone tried to give you. They just took it. They said, hey, that's mine. Zab Baby, just like this two-piece, almost dead on that one shot, but he stands up from that bomb heady and he just fries the opposition. And when he's shooting like that, it's hard to kill him.
Yeah, obviously, I think that looking at that round, you just kind of have to understand that, hey, just win your gunfights. It's not like you made a big positional error. And I always find that a lot easier to do. It's a lot easier to make an adjustment for your gunfights. You know, you can tune your sensitivity. You can tune the way that you're maneuvering with your, mechanics. A lot easier than it is to make up a whole new play. But Florida now going to go for the opposite push. They're going to be able to find Deathbat early on, playing a little bit too out in the open. And so now using that opening, they're going to look to fly through this courtyard area into BS&D. But it looks like Toronto are doing a much better job of playing these cuts. They're playing that middle of the map, that P1, and they're looking to get the control over B-bomb. But it looks like Florida might be considering a rotation over to A.
Yeah, Florida looking to make a play that we were so talking about. You know, after they get that first blood, all of Toronto Falters rotate off of that A site. So it's completely open now. If they decide to go there, and it looks like they might end up going B because they pick up that big kill in the lights area or the window area. Crayon playing his light. You know, I like what I'm seeing out of the teams right now, but Florida on their back foot, Toronto getting the kill on that player right there. And it's a 2v2 Mojo and Tachi versus Crayon and Zealous.
Oh, and that kill is so huge for Crown, and now Mojo's going to be left alive. He runs straight into the pinch and going to get taken down. And that's a round that you have to win if you're Florida. I think we kind of saw a little bit of a mistake there. We saw them get those first two kills that were pretty solid because of their positioning and their awareness, and they were able to win the gunfight. And they looked like a team that could compete. And they were doing perfectly fine. But then as they got too comfortable in the round, I guess we should say, a little too comfortable in that 4v2. They started playing a little bit more separate, not as positionally sound, and that's going to cost you when you're playing a team like Toronto who stay fundamentally sound. We saw it through the HP, and now we're seeing it in this S&D.
Yeah, if Toronto Falters can win this offensive round as easily as they won that first one, then it's looking like a runaway game for the boys in Canada. But Zealous throwing that nade over, trying to take out that Vermont player. There's 3 Florida players on this A side. It's almost like they know it's an A hit. Player 5, the only one not near the site, and he knows there's nobody on that left side. So they're coming here. Zealous with a big pick onto Vermont right there, trying to make that play toward the outer area. That puts Vermont on a 0 streak, and Zealous on that 5. But Tachi AP evens it up, taking out Zab Baby. But there's 2 more in front of him. Crayon picks him up, and Toronto has this site, but they have 1 more player to stop, and it's Mojo. He backs out, and it's a free site for them. They want to deal with the retake right now because they don't know where these players are, and they need some info.
Yeah, and Zealous been the man of the round. He's on a 5-kill streak. He's finding all the kills. Lights is left in a 1 versus 3. And I feel like we've seen a similar scenario with him, but he's going to be able to win that kill, and that's a victory in and of itself, taking down Zealous off those streaks, but you have 30 seconds to work with, so a 1 versus 2 isn't impossible if you can find the kills at the right time. Brown getting a little bit too happy with the challenge, and he's going to be able to have to back off. Lights, though, he's in a nice little spot. He's going to be able to peek out. Crown manages to get away. He's going to chase, and Crown's going to win that victory. And honestly, that was kind of doable. That was a good victory onto Zealous there to prevent those streaks from coming through. But at the end of the day, when you're in a 1v3, not much else can be expected of you.
Yeah, Light's doing all he could to win that round, but could not find the right seam. Could not find the right play with that mill-stop Krig. Could not get the job done. But on this offensive round, you know, that first offense, we saw Florida go toward that B site. You have to expect them to hit that A site this round, and they do. Big brain out of me. Knew where they were going, but it's a 4 hit. It's not even just a little hit. They said, let's all go A because we need to fry these guys. There's 2 set up over here, so it might be in Florida's favor to get this fight going as soon as possible. Lights tries to fly out, but bad timing for him as Crayon picks up the kills. 6 and 1. Crayon getting all the kills. Tachi, though, with a big 2-piece to even it up. It's a 2v2. Zab Baby sees 1, and he gets another one. That's a 2-piece for him. Deathbat behind him. I think Zab Baby picked up a 3-piece there to close out that round. It's 4-0 Toronto Falters.
Yeah, not much to talk about there. Right now, we're just seeing a great bait-and-switch playstyle from the side of Toronto. They're in position for their trades, they're in position to get the right kills, and they're winning the gunfights 9 times out of 10. And that's why they've been so dominant throughout the series. It's actually kind of surprising that this team is 1-3, but something I want to touch on might not be as related to the game. Is it pronounced Crayon or Crown?
Crayon, I think. What do you say?
I say crown. But regardless of that, 4-0 for Toronto Falters. They're looking to continue this streak up as they move towards this A side. I'm not sure if we've seen Toronto hit B. I think they're just so confident in pushing this A side that they're not really worried about it. So they're looking towards it. They've got 3 versus 2 here, but something they got to keep in mind of is that flank.
Player 8, though, taking the Incrita super duper long route. Might not make it to the bomb on time. Zealous already picks up the first blood, and there is a conversion on this A site right here. There are 3 Toronto players all in the same region line of the map. Lights picks up another one, though. It's a 2v2, and they got this pinch. Tachi might have made the right play. Bomb goes down for Toronto Falters, and it's a pinch on this office area. Tachi making that play. 6 and 5, trying to hold it down. Tachi picks up the other one, though, and the pinch comes out right in time, and I look dumb because I said it didn't look good.
Yeah, that was a great round victory for Florida. You never want to go down 0-5, especially when it kind of just looks kind of dire. That's when you start to lose that momentum. 0-5 is, but 0-4 there's still wiggle room. You can still lose one round before you're forced into okay, well, now we have to do this for real. So you want to kind of pull it together in this 0-4 spot. You know, win a couple rounds, hopefully win at least 2 more, so you're not stuck in a 5-2 scenario. But a good round win out of Florida, and hopefully they can turn that into something just a little bit better.
Similar question for you, Zentrix. When you run that Krig 6, do you run the Millstop or the Microflex?
I've tried running the Millstop, but I think that I enjoy the Micro a little bit more. It seems that a lot of the players in the league, players that I play with, enjoy the Micro as well. And I just feel like it has just a little bit more versatility for an AR, but Lights, he's going to get shot now, and they're going to have to back out. And this is a very slow round, all considered. They probably knew that we were going to be discussing something highly important.
Oh, wow. On this huge flank right now, but it's a conversion right now, and that's a panic punch. Deathbat didn't even take a bullet, and he's getting these kills with the FFAR, and now it's a huge pinch onto the side. He sees all 3 players. There's one more behind him, Zab Baby, picking up a huge 2-ey, but Vermont is last player alive for the Florida, and he gets taken down. Deathbat really making that round scrappy and allowing Toronto to win the round because of it.
Yeah, he only got 1 kill, but definitely the play of the round, even though it's not going to show it. But that push from the back really forced Florida to make a play that they weren't really set up for just yet, pushing, creating that space for Toronto to be able to get those kills. And that's one of the reasons why Toronto is up 5-1 right now. And I appreciate Deathbat for letting us talk about such an important matter before finishing his flank. I really do want to give him my thanks for that one. But this is map point now for Toronto. Florida, you got to make something happen. You're looking pretty dire at this point in time. You got to make something up. And right now, what else would you expect from Toronto besides another A push?
Yeah, these Toronto guys are so hyper-aggressive on this A side. They're already picking up 1 Crayon with that huge blood onto Vermont. And Florida Muteteers don't know how to react yet. They're all trying to converge. And another round in a row where we see Tachi AP go in that deep route that Deathbat took last time. But it's a little too late right now because he's the last alive in a 4v1. And this fate of the map is in Tachi AP's hands right now.
Ninja defuse?
Gets 1. Looking to get the trade, but gets traded out instantly. And Toronto Falters win the map 6-1 with a dominant 2-0 start to the game. 100-point club, 6-1 search. It's not looking good for the boys on the other team.
Yeah, it's definitely not filling in the puzzle well enough yet. You're not playing your trades. You're not playing your life. You're not getting the kills that you need to. And that's really what's separating these two teams right now and why we see such a dire difference. But nonetheless, Florida going to be starting off on the favored defensive side. 2 players make it 3. Actually, they're going to be on offense. That's my bad. But they do find the opening blood. Tachi finding the kills now. Zav Baby gets taken down. And this is quite the good break for Florida.
Yeah, Lights in that hill, getting that cap. Zealous here to fight him, gets the kill onto him, but, not a bad start for them. They're converging onto these sites. They're getting picked off, so they might start getting spawn trapped right now, but I don't think they might get stuck back here. They might need to get killed 1 more wave of time to, be actually stuck here. So they have some time to, get some kills. I mean, they're not getting killed. They're getting pieced right now, so this is a bad look for Florida Muteteers. Zab Baby picking up 2 just off the break right there. Zav and Crayon both at 3 and 1, holding them in that area. I mean, they are back on their back feet right now. They're all stuck behind that tube right now.
And one of the things that I want to talk about, something that we're not seeing that much of from the side of Toronto, except for maybe right there, is that Toronto's doing a much better job of taking the challenges that their gun is designed for. You see Zealous, you see Deathbat, they're not taking challenges that are really close range. They're not allowing the subs of Florida to kill them off in those close areas. They're taking those long range gunfights or taking short ones against ARs, right? And then you look at Zav Baby on the other side. He's playing much more close and centered. That's not really something you could say for the same thing of Florida. We saw Mojo try to challenge an AR across that P4 street. So it is a little bit difficult, but now Florida, they get back on their point for the first time since the start. They might get one tick through, but the kills are just there for Toronto. And honestly, not looking good for Florida in this map number 3.
Yeah, picking up a few kills here and there, but, really down in that spawn trap. It's the way checkmate goes sometimes. So, I know Florida knows that, so I definitely think they have the ability to, bounce back here. But, as a, unbiased spectator, that does not look good for them, like you just said. I mean, they were really not able to get out of that spawn trap. They almost got a tick right there at the end, but were unable to convert. So, they're going into this round 2 with 0 ticks. And I have a good feeling that Toronto are going to be able to get maybe a full cap off the board, if not a whole round. So, I mean, Florida need to bounce back right now and hold this round with iron clamps if they want to hold on to this game at all.
Yeah, their first break was solid, but after that, everything went down the drain. They got picked off. They got pieced up. They got stuck in the spawn trap. Hopefully, they can do the same thing for Toronto, but they just look so utterly strong at this point in time. And it looks like we're going to see a B push off the rip. They flood the plane, but Florida, they have opportunities. Zav, baby, though, he's going to pick up 2. Make it 3. And the last player that's going to be Lights, his position is known. He's not going to be able to win the gunfight. And that B point, it's pretty much over.
Yep, they're already on it. They still haven't gotten that A point yet. They're not even near it. But they capped that. And they're up 3 lives with 2:15 left to get that A street point. And they're already working on getting it. Player 5 pushing all the way up that A street side. Looking to fight against that player 3. Takes him out. Deathbat with a huge kill. Zab Baby with another one. Tachi AP pinched on this hill right now. Picks up Deathbat, but Zab Baby with a huge trade. Player 2, the last one to be able to make a fight on this hill, gets jump slide chowed by Crayon, and he takes him out. And there's 3 players on this site right now, only 1 now. But they're looking to make this progress. They have a full defensive setup ready, and Florida Muteteers can't get in.
Yeah, this is a pronged attack. Zealous is playing the cutoffs. Everybody else on the point. That's 2 more down. Tachi, he flies out, gonna get taken down as well. Zav Baby, he's going for the spawn trap. They're hunting for Mojo. He's gonna be under the plane. They're gonna be able to take him down in just a second, but a nice little gunfight win that is. But unfortunately, with the tick so far along, A zone is most assuredly gonna go to Toronto. And this is just so dominant.
Very, very dominant, Zentrix. I mean, this is the super mega, reverse sweep right now if we see something crazy happen. But, as of now, Zav Baby just doing whatever he wants on the map, along with Crayon. I mean, Crayon playing more of that flex role right now, picking up the AK whenever he wants, pulling that Krig out. And he's sitting at 9-3. He's just playing that kill role. Zav Baby and Crayon really taking over the whole map, and Zealous picking up the dirty work. Deathbat doing what needs to be done. The team is firing on all cylinders right now, and you can see it in their setup, Zentrix. I mean, it is just locked down defense, locked down offense. They're playing everything perfectly, and Florida Muteteers just have no response.
Yeah, it's almost like so dire that you can't really regain from it. But Vermont, Tachi, they're trying to do it. They're going to get taken down. The trades are in. That's a little bit weird lighting for inside the plane. But nonetheless, Lights, after his name, after all, is going to get taken down in Toronto. They're looking to set Florida right back up in the spawn trap. They got the picks. They're in position. They know the locations of the Florida players, and they're looking to get these kills. But Lights, he's going to create the opening. Tachi there as well. Vermont going to find the 3rd kill. And for the first time, they might be able to get a tick on this A site.
All 4 players on this A side, but Zav Baby come on behind. They don't expect it. Picks up Vermont. There's 2 more right here. He's trying to fight all of them. Gets 1. Does a lot of damage to 2 more. But Florida in a really good spot to pick up this time. Point A secured. Last second. They almost blew it, but they're off spawn, and they have a lot of time to, push that right side of the map. Minute 47, up 1 in lives. You can just play TDM at this point. You have a lot of time to make a play, and, you can't take that for granted. I mean, time is money in control, and Tachi AP is using his time to get some wealth, because he's behind Deathbat right now, and he's in the spot to make a play. Players 3 and 4 right now. There's those X factors on the map. They have spots to, make plays, and player 4 still camping. He wants to be forgotten about. He wants them to forget about him so he can hit the back. Lights making these plays while he does so, and Toronto Falters picking up all the kills, but they can't forget about player 4 because he can still make a lot of plays in that spot.
Yeah, Fordo leaving lives right now as Lightsy's trying to pick up the kills that he can. Oh, that's a nice little gunfight win. There's going to be
Whoa.
3 down under the point. Zealous, he's got to clear them all out before they can get onto the point. He's trying to do his best, play his life. He's going to get taken down now, and the players from Florida, are going to be trying to flood onto this point. Toronto, though, they're finding the kills back and forth, and while Florida are leading in lives, they've lost a minute of that time. And this is the round that it really has to start as a catalyst if you want to come back in the series.
Yeah, this map looking very similar to the end of that game 1 hardpoint that we saw on Checkmate. I mean, a lot of these Florida Muteteers players close to positive, but nobody really frying at all for that team. Tachi AP and Vermont doing their best, but the team just needs, one player to, go crazy right now, and I think for them, it's Tachi. He's been trying to make those plays. He just needs to fight the right seam in order for them to make a plays, but as I say that, Toronto Falters just getting all the kills, and Zav Baby sitting at 17 and 12. That's hard to fight, Zentrix. I wouldn't want to do it myself.
Yeah, he's just in the spawn, finessing so well as he's getting these gunfight wins that he shouldn't be getting. Lights, though, he manages to find an opening, but Toronto clean it up, and with 8 seconds left on the clock, it's going to be near impossible. Make it 5 for Florida to touch, and that's going to be a 3-0 in the control, a 3-0 sweep in the series. Toronto Falters are your victors of series number 2.
That was absolutely astonishing, if I'm going to be honest, Zentrix. I mean, that Toronto Falters team was playing insane right now. They looked like a gold pre-made team, Zentrix. They had setups, and they had confidence on the map. They had swagger, Zav Baby getting all these kills, ending the game at around 20 and 12. You got to give it to the kid. He was easily the MVP of that series. I think you could agree, too.